Hey, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. If you're a first-time viewer, click notifications to get all the new info I have coming at you. Today we're doing Mercedes 300D turbo diesel 1985 headlight change. Headlight's burnt out. We gotta take the bezel out. There's 3 screws that hold the light in. We're gonna take the whole light assembly out and put a new one in. Let's get to work. There's 3, 1, 2, and the third one is somewhere. You're gonna undo these plastic knobs. Be careful, they're plastic. Do not over tighten them. The third one is up top there. Here's what they look like. You know, we're gonna do both sides. If one burns out, the other one is not far behind, and I'll keep the one that's working as a spare. The other side is the same. You've got 3 plastic knobs. Take the glass out, put the glass in, and good to go. Let's get to work.
We're going to start by removing the 3 plastic nuts on the back side of the bezel. Gently wiggle the bezel and remove it.
Yeah.
There are 3 screws holding the headlight at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock. You don't have to take the screws all the way out. Just loosen them up most of the way, and you can wiggle the bulb assembly out from there. I decided to actually remove the screws all the way and add a little grease to the threads and put them back in to prevent future corrosion. Here's the headlight I chose to use. Part number is H6024 Sylvania Extravision. Alright, let's get to work on restoring these headlight mount cover things. I'm going to start by using a wire wheel to get most of the corrosion off. Give it a tape around the outside. The outside edge looked fairly clean with minimal, if any, corrosion. So I'm just going to deal with the inside where water tends to sit so it doesn't deteriorate any further. I'm using a brushed nickel paint. Give it a good clean with acetone to remove any oils and things to prevent paint from sticking. Pro tip here, spray paint into a box to prevent overspray on all the surrounding areas. The tip of my can was a little dirty. I cleaned that with acetone, and for whatever reason I had to hold this can upside down to get it to spray properly. The paint is at least a few years old, so maybe that was it. Either way, the upside down trick worked just fine. I did decide to do all 4 of the headlight mount support things. Couldn't help myself. As long as I'm in there and things are apart, might as well give everything a good refreshing. After I sprayed the parts, I let them sit for about an hour, maybe 2, so they're dry to the touch and can be reassembled. Take the tape off, take a look at everything. It looked good to me, so it's time to get them back on.
Let's get to work.
Putting the headlights back in is the reverse of removal. I struggle a little bit here until I realized that the headlight itself has nubs on the back that line up with indentations in the socket where the light goes back in. The steel hold downs were a little bit tight. Just give it a little wiggle and it will eventually go into place. Snug up the screws, not too tight. Don't do a Hulk strength on it. They are tiny screws, so just snug them down so everything holds together. If you want to adjust the angle, height, left and right of your headlight, on the back of the assembly under the hood, there are 4 adjustment screws, 2 for the fog light and 2 for the main light. Mine were set pretty close. They looked fine. I was okay with that, so I did not adjust those. Here's another Brian Builds pro tip coming at you. Anytime reassembling electrical components, once the clip is put back together, you're going to want to put grease on the connection to prevent corrosion. You can use dielectric grease. I prefer plumber's grease. It's the same thing, 100% silicone, and it's far more affordable.
We have light. Thanks for watching. See you next time.